Yo, what's up everyone? It's Rudy from Drinks and a Movie, and I'm just gonna do a little video review of the Nelson's Greenbrier Bottled and Bond. This one just came out last month, I believe October 4th, I think it was. They sent this to me to review, and I did it on a recent episode, one of the Halloween episodes I did a couple weeks ago back in October. It's now early November as I record this. So I did break the seal on it. I tried it against the original, Tennessee whiskey they do, but I just wanted to try it out again. Now it's had some airtime. So again, this is Bottled and Bond. They're Tennessee whiskey, wheated mash bill, coming in at 6 years old, which is pretty cool. And obviously 100 proof, being that it's Bottled and Bond. So if you listen to the podcast episode where I reviewed this, I'm already forgetting which movie it was. I think it was House by the Cemetery, or maybe Terrifier 3. It was one of the last two of the months. I got a very interesting, specific kind of fruit forward nose. So let's see if that's still holding together here. Definitely get the wheat characteristic for sure. Quintessential bourbon. I still get a little bit of that Swedish fish note, like the red Swedish fish candy note. But it does, yeah, now it's coming out even more. But it does have a layer of like a brown sugar kind of vibe with it as well. I really like the nose. I think it comes out a lot stronger than it did the first time, at least as far as I remember. Yeah, a little more well-rounded. Like I'm getting the wheat, I'm getting that little hint of brown sugar. Again, still that kind of Swedish fish note. But yeah, let's go in for the taste. Here we go, cheers. It's good. I still get that similar note. That Swedish fish, kind of red, gummy, candy, fruit forwardness. I definitely get the wheat. I get like that, a little bit of a sweet vanilla. I taste a lot of the corn. It almost reminds me a little bit of a like a Sierra Norte Mexican whiskey, which I got a few of those over here. Or like I get that taste too in Garrison Brothers bourbon, that Texas bourbon. So it reminds me quite a bit of that. Like maybe that white corn kind of vibe, where it's like a little bit crisp and almost kind of like green apple-y in a way. Definitely get the sweet, or the wheat, I meant to say, but a little bit of a spice too, like a little bit of maybe like an allspice or like a little black pepper, just a little bit of a kick, which I like. It isn't too soft as wheaters can sometimes be for me. I think the proof is right in the pocket. That's really good. The finish is nice and mellow. I feel like I maybe get that spice a little more on the finish, which is cool. But yeah, this is a good one. I really gotta try it in an old fashioned next. It's a hitter for sure, as is pretty much everything that they do. I'm thankful again. Thank you guys again, everyone who made it happen, like sending me to review. I really appreciate it. I love trying out all your stuff. Yeah, I mean, I think this is a good, it's interesting that I'm getting a lot of that corn influence with it being 6 years old. I would think I'd get maybe a little more of like an oaky vibe. But yeah, this is a good one. Before I kill it off, I'm actually gonna compare it against the classic bourbon real quick, so stand by. All right, so this one is our classic, coming in at 93.3 proof. This is a high rye mash bill, so it's gonna be quite a bit different. I'm just curious. Last time I had already compared it against their standard Nelson Greenbrier Tennessee whiskey. And by comparison, that one just came out like pretty light. So I wanna try it against something that might have a little more punch, just to kind of see. This one is widely available pretty much everywhere, as is their original Tennessee whiskey. Definitely more corn forward. Now I'm getting a lot more of like a butterscotch off this one. I think I remember saying that last time. That one being the Bottled and Bond. Yeah, funny. The classic's actually coming off a little more mellow. All right, here we go. Here's the classic. Quite different. I do like that one. I haven't drinking this one in a while. Normally I've reached for the reserve, or lately, because of the season, I've been going for their sherry cask. Definitely a little more spice forward on the, like mellow on the palate, but on the finish, more of that spice from the rye comes out. Again, high rye mash bill versus a wheated mash bill. Yeah, this Bottled and Bond is really good. It stays consistent too. It's funny, now I'm almost getting like a corn pop kind of taste. If you had the cereal, like a corn pop, but again, like a hint of like a nice little extra brown sugar thrown in there. I really dig this, and I like the way it's kind of evolved as I've tasted through it, from that nice kind of fruit forward Swedish fish vibe to now the kind of sweet corn pops to brown sugar. I really dig that. Again, thank you guys so much for sending it my way. I don't know if it's in the plans, but I would hope that this would become a, typical standard release that we can get anywhere, because I really dig this one. I love their regular Tennessee whiskey, and that's one that I love to show to people that aren't really into whiskey. When they ask me stuff to try, I'll bring it over to someone's house. And everybody always loves it. I've been able to turn a lot of people onto it, which is really awesome. If you haven't tried it yet, I recommend it, especially if you're new into the bourbon game. I think it's a good one to start out. At this point, for me, it comes off a little too light, but I still like to keep it on deck for guests and other people. But yeah, Bottled and Bond is great. If you're able to get to their distillery, and grab one, assuming they're still available. I think they probably might be, but I don't know for sure. You'll want to look into that. But if you get a chance, definitely try it out. Anyway, that's a wrap on this one. Cheers.